everybody, this is Robbie Parker, and I'm going to be joined by Big D from Big D's Entertainment Rankings and Reviews, and we're going to be doing a review of the 2019 movie Toy Story 4. So, in this movie, Woody has always been confident about his place in the world, devoted to taking care of his kid, whether that's Andy or Bonnie. But after Bonnie creates a reluctant new toy called Forky, a road trip adventure alongside old and new friends challenges everything when Woody believes about loyalty, purpose, and what it truly means to be a toy. So before I get into my part, I'm going to let Big D do his part as always, so take it away, Big D.
Hey everyone, this is the Big D, and I'm going to be collabing with Robbie Parker as we talk about Disney and Pixar's 2019 dramedy flick, Toy Story 4. Now this film takes place a year after the events of the last film, where Woody and Buzz and the other toys go on a road trip with Bonnie, who creates Forky, a sport made with recycled materials from her school. Along the way, Woody is reunited with Bo Peep and must decide where his loyalties lie. Now, although this was to end with a third film, but after that did so well, they made a fourth one, and that's what we got right here. However, as Forky quickly becomes Bonnie's favorite toy after she breeds him, Woody tries to stop him from throwing himself away, but eventually he does. So Woody has to try and get him and bring him back. Though Woody rescues Forky, he convinces him that his place is with Bonnie, and he overcomes his existential crisis. But they soon pass an antique store and recognizes Bo Peep's lamp in the window when he does. Detours inside to find him. But they would, however, encounter a talking doll known as Gabby and her ventriloquist dummy friends who want to take Woody's voice box to replace Gabby's broken one. Yeah. I've seen Toy Story 4 a few times. I did go see that, which this was the first Toy Story film I had to win and saw in the theater. And I'm going to say, I admit, while it's a little bit on the downside a little bit from the other films, I still think it's a good sequel. Also, I do praise the film, like some of the critics do, for everything it had to offer, just like the other films, like for its story, its humor, its emotional depth, its score, which was once again done by Randy Newman, as well as its great animation and vocal performances. Now, as I've said, Randy Newman returned to compose the film's score. He had to contribute a song done by himself called I Can't Let You Throw Yourself Away, as well as the tune The Ballad of the Lonesome Cowboy, which was performed by country singer Chris Stapleton. The voice acting cast is absolutely superb. We got Tom Hanks back as Woody, Tim Allen as Buzz, and Joan Cusack as Jessie. They were all good just like before, and Amy Potts returns as Bo Peep after being absent from the last film. Also, we get to hear Don Rickles, who sadly passed away before the film was released, as Mr. Potatohead for the last time, and Estelle Harris giving one final performance as Mrs. Potatohead. Other voice actors do return, like Lois Shawn as Rex, and John Ratzenberger as Ham, and Lloyd Clark as Slinky Dog. We got some other great voices, including Tony Hale as Forky, Keegan-Michael Key as Ducky, and Christina Hendricks as Gabby, and Jordan Peele as Bunny, plus Madeline McGraw as Bonnie, plus lots of others. Other voice actors are back, including, let's see, there's so many to mention and what have you. Carl Weathers, one of his last few performances. And Bonnie Hunt returns as Dolly, really good, so yeah. So overall, I think Toy Story 4 was a nice addition. Even though they wanted to just do it as a trilogy, this would be the start of a new kind of storyline with Bonnie as the main owner of the old toys that once belonged to Andy. I gotta admit, this was good. So anyway, Toy Story 4, I would recommend you watch it. It's got a great voice acting cast like before, great humor, story, emotional depth, musical score, animation, vocal performances, enough said. So as always, thank you for making me a part of this, Robbie, and until our next collab, this is the Big D saying see ya.
Thank you, Big D. It was great to have you on here as always. Always enjoy collaborating with you. I absolutely love this movie. Like every entry in the Toy Story franchise, I feel like this is an absolute masterpiece and everything, which is exactly what I expect from the franchise. Like every movie has been amazing and everything, and this one is no exception. The story is amazing. I love Woody's character arc and his reunion with Bo Peep. It is so well written in this movie. Like I just absolutely love it. Forky is a weird concept that shouldn't work so well, but I think he's a really lovable and funny character too, and everything. And he's got some really fun moments in here. And there's a person there where he just had me dying laughing, like when they were walking through the antique store and looking for Bo Peep, and he's like, "Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa," and just being really silly and stuff. Yeah, I love the other new characters in here too, especially Duke Kaboom. He steals the show as well whenever he's on screen, but so do Ducky and Bunny. Like every one of the new characters steals the show when they're on screen at times. Everything, and they're all really great. The animation is gorgeous in here as well. Everything has got some really beautiful animation. It's the most realistic looking out of the Toy Story movies and stuff. They go almost too realistic with it at times, but the animation is great. And everything. Randy Newman's score is excellent in here, just like with all the other movies in the franchise. I feel like his score is great. I might even say that it's the best score in the franchise and everything, or in one of the best. I wouldn't say it's the best one in the franchise. I mean, it's what I'm trying to say, but it's a great one. Everything. I don't know if I'd say it's quite on the same level as the score for Toy Story 2, but this one is still really great too. And Gabby Gabby is a great character too. I wouldn't necessarily call her a villain because she doesn't really feel like a villain, because she has a really great character arc and everything. All she wants to be is loved and accepted and stuff, and I like how they bring her character arc full circle with Woody's character arc, and it just works really, really well and everything. The ending is beautiful and emotional. Maybe not as strong as the ending in Toy Story 3 and everything, but I feel like it was still a great one and everything. It works good. The humor is great too in here. It's definitely the funniest of the Toy Story movies. I definitely would say that for sure and everything. And there were some really laugh out loud moments in here. Some with Forky, some with just other side characters like Ducky and Bunny. The opening scene where, as far as these are my favorite moments. The opening scene where Woody says goodbye to Bo Peep is really, really well done. Very awesome scene. Everything. Good way to see what happened to Bo and why she wasn't in Toy Story 3 and stuff. And then the road trip montage with Forky and stuff is a lot of fun too and everything. I love the "I Can't Let You Throw Yourself Away" song that Randy Newman does in here. Is really, really fun song and everything. Woody and Bo reuniting is really well done and everything. You can tell that they really care about each other and missed each other, and it's just really well written. Buzz meeting Ducky and Bunny is a lot of fun too. They instantly become likable, funny characters that you can't help but love and everything. I just love them and stuff, and I really wish they would have been in Toy Story 5 more. But I do love them in here. The rest of the new gang helping Woody and Buzz save Forky is great too, which is Duke Kaboom and Officer McDimples. They're both really likable characters as well and everything. But the whole gang going in to try to save Forky is a lot of fun. It's a really intense scene and stuff. Like, how are they going to get him and get out of there without Gabby noticing and stuff? It goes crazy as expected and stuff, but it was well done. And then Woody finally giving his voice box to Gabby to help her out and to get Forky back is well done. And was the first step in Woody's new character direction and stuff. I thought that was pretty cool too. And the ending where Woody decides to stay with Bo Peep and stuff is great. Like I don't think it's quite as emotional as I did when it first came out and stuff, since we've gotten Toy Story 5. Everything, it kind of has taken the emotional beats out of that just a tiny bit and everything, but it's still really well written and everything. Like, it's a good way to end Woody's character arc in this movie and stuff, and I like how they ended it and where they go with it in the next one. So I think they did a great job with this one, and I still love this movie and everything. As far as negatives go, the only thing I will say is I do wish that Buzz especially and the other side characters would have had a little bit more to do in this one. They barely are in here. Everything, even like I said, Buzz is pretty sidelined in this one and stuff, but I do wish that he would have had a little bit more to do in here. But all in all, I really enjoyed this movie. I think Toy Story 4 is an excellent entry into the franchise and one of my favorites in the franchise as well. Everything, it's not my most favorite anymore, but it is great. So I'd give Toy Story 4 a 10 out of 10. The same that I give pretty much every Toy Story movie. But anyway, let me know in the comments what you think of this movie, and I hope you enjoyed this video, and have a good day, everybody. I just want to say thank you for watching this video and everything. I hope you enjoyed it. And if you did, please like and subscribe and share this video with your friends and get more people going, help the channel grow. I really appreciate it. And thank you all, and have a good day.